Let's make some pork and taters in the slow cooker. Hey everyone, welcome to Homestead Corner. I'm Ginny, and today we are going to be whipping up some pork and potatoes in the slow cooker. I'm going to use some boneless chops that I had in the freezer. They're completely frozen. I did not thaw them out. I was not thinking last night. A lot of times I will pull them out, but sometimes I don't. That's okay because the slow cooker is wonderful. You could throw those pork chops right in frozen and it works perfectly. So I've got just, I think, 4 or 5 pork chops here. That's about 2 pounds of pork chops. I bought these when they were 99 cents on sale, and so we could get them into the freezer. These are from, let's see, 2024, so we need to get these eaten up. They've been in there a while. But we're just going to do pork and taters, really simple and easy. Some potatoes, some pork chops, and any kind of seasoning that you like, really, is what we're going to use. I'm going to use some onion soup mix because it's simple and easy. Dump it in, and you're ready to go. So let's jump in and get started. So this is super simple and easy. I'm just gonna turn my crock pot up on high. I like to start it on high no matter how I'm cooking it. Heats up a little bit quicker. And I'm gonna take just a little bit of oil, and you can use any kind of oil for this. Just a little bit in the bottom. I don't want anything sticking. I use avocado or olive oil. You can use vegetable, whatever kind of oil you like. It doesn't matter. Coconut works too. And then we're just gonna get these pork chops out of these packages and right into our slow cooker. So I've got 3 pork chops here. We're going to put those in, and they are frozen solid, but that's okay. Works perfectly. A lot of times forget to take meat out, and that's why I love the slow cooker, because you don't really have to think about it too much. You can put it in frozen. And, oh, I've got 3 in here, too. I thought one of these had 2. All right, so 6 pork chops. About 1.5 to 2 pounds of pork chops is going to be perfect for this recipe. And then I am going to get my potatoes, and we're just going to give these a nice good wash. Okay, once we have our taters all washed up, I'm just going to quarter these. They do not have to be cut down small. Anything weird on the skin that you want to cut off, I would cut those off. And if you have any weird spots, that one's a little weird. But we just quarter these and throw them right into the crock pot. You can peel them if you like, but I like to keep those skins on there. They are delicious and so good for you. Tons of good nutrients. So just quartering these up, chucking them in. Okay, now we have our pork and potatoes in the crock pot. So this is where you can get creative. What you have in your pantry is going to work. I'm going to put 1 cup of chicken broth in here, or I had it in the fridge. I want to use it up. You can use any kind of broth, or you could use water. That will work as well. I don't want a ton, but we want enough liquid in the bottom. With what liquid, we're going to get a little bit of juices out of the meat and stuff. So that's going to make a gravy at the end, so we can have that to go with it. And then I'm going to do just a little bit of salt, not too much because the seasoning I'm using is salty. And we're going to do some pepper in here, maybe a teaspoon or so. We really like pepper. This is, use what you like. If you don't like pepper, don't use it. If you want more, definitely put more in. And then we're going to use onion soup mix today. That's what I'm going to use, but I have done this with ranch. You could do this with a Southwest seasoning, a taco packet, any kind of packet or seasoning that you have that you like. Mix it up, definitely. If you're going with something a little more beefy of a seasoning, then you could use beef broth in here. That would work as well. And really, what you have, you can make it work, definitely. And in these times when we're not sure how we're going to get food, where the food's going to come from, I mean, we have to be creative. So let's get creative in the kitchen. And I'm just going to put that onion soup mix right over the top. And we're going to give this a little mixy and spin it up a little bit and just get that get that powder down into a little bit of the liquid on there so it's not quite so dry on top. And we can mix this as it cooks too, but I usually just set it and forget it. Maybe once or twice when I'm coming by, I will come in and give it a little stir. And once I see those pork chops are kind of not so hard. But that is it, really. This is so simple and easy. And again, you can add your vegetable in here and get creative with those seasonings. You can mix this up if you have a bunch of pork chops because they're cheap. You can mix this up a bunch of different ways because of that flavoring. So we're just going to pop our lid on, and you can cook this on high for about 4 hours with frozen pork chops, about 3.5 if they're not frozen. It'll go a little bit quicker, or 6 to 8 hours on low, depending on when you want to eat this. So we're just going to let this do its magic, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so this has been cooking just about 4 hours, and I'm going to make a cornstarch slurry to turn this liquid into a gravy. And I've just got a couple ounces of water, and I'm going to put just a little bit of cornstarch in here, just cold water from the tap. We're just going to mix this all up until it's well combined, no clumps left, and then throw it in. Simple and easy. We're just going to put that in there, and this will thicken that up and make a beautiful gravy. Just going to move things around. Everything appears to be cooked well. The taters are soft. Smells delicious. So we're just going to let that cook for just a few more minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes. I'll get my vegetable warmed up for the side, and we'll be ready to eat. And that's it. Super simple and easy. You've got your pork chops, your taters, all cooked together. There is a beautiful gravy in there. You can put that over the top if you like. I just heated up some glazed carrots that I had canned in the pantry, and they just have a little brown sugar in them. They are delicious. And this is such a simple, affordable meal. It really is only a few dollars for your pork chops. If you can grab those on sale, watch for sales. They always have them $1 to $1.69 usually for random pork chops. If it's got the bone, you can take the bone out, cook it in there. It doesn't matter, however you like it. Do the best you can. You can do this with chicken. You can do it with all kinds of stuff. It's a simple, hearty meal that's going to keep your belly full when you need it. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.